Hey, Steven,
What's up, John?
let's do this.
Rebel Rouses, Rebel Rouses. You know, like that
Hey,
little part at the end. It's like a roar, but like not impressive roar, but it was kind of something.
no, it's impressive. It's like
It's good.
I can't think of a dinosaur name now. Gosh dang it.
Uh, let's see here.
I
There's
was
a
thinking it was a little,
Velociraptor.
I
There's
was
a
thinking
Rex,
the small one, the little small little,
like Petrie from The Land Before Time. I got you.
sure,
Yeah.
yeah. Let's go with that one.
I don't remember what it doesn't matter. We're not here to talk about dinosaurs.
Why not?
Okay, well, speaking of no, I'm actually,
Well,
speaking of dinosaurs,
dinosaurs in the NFL.
in the NFL, what's topic number one today, John?
Topic number one: Tom Brady or Peyton Manning?
Okay, so obviously rings, right? You got the rings, you got the rings, you got the rings, and you got the rings. That immediately goes to Tom Brady, right? It does.
Yeah.
There's no disguising that. But intelligence, Pro Bowls, um, you know, sorry, Peyton Manning has an All Pro, like you went All Pro 5 times. I think Brady's only done it once. Like so. Technically speaking, Manning's a better quarterback. And what I should have done, and I'm kicking myself for it, is I wanted to look at the Madden stats, see what Madden ranks each one of them, but I forgot to do it. So, but yes, but so I'm taking Manning.
So are you ready for a roller coaster ride soon?
Was I felt like mine was kind of bumpy, so I can't imagine what's going to be.
So Tom Brady, Mr. Tom Brady, he's
Mm-hmm.
living against. Okay, we'll start with. Okay, he has more rings, right? We all
Right,
can establish that, right?
right.
Brady is 11-6 against Peyton Manning, but at the 11 last meetings, Peyton Manning is 6-5.
Interesting.
So what's
That.
Brady is 64.2 completion rating.
Okay.
Manning 65.3.
Okay.
So now let's go to the postseason that kind of kicked Peyton Manning in the butt, right? Super Bowl, he kind of blew it with that interception, right?
Right.
So now we're going to 2003. He has a chance to go to the Super Bowl against the Patriots.
Mm-hmm.
Guess who lost that for him? Not Peyton Manning. It's the defense.
Okay. Okay.
Special teams.
Okay.
2005. A chance to tie the game.
Okay.
Guess who lost the game for him? The kicker.
Okay.
Missing a 30, I think it was a 42-yard field goal. 2007, Dallas Clark was wide open. No one in front of him, wide open. He drops the ball. Game over.
Okay.
2008, Colts defense lost the game for him once again. He drove down and scored a touchdown, and guess what the Chargers did? They went down on that defense and scored.
Okay. Okay.
So let's go with 2010. Colts defense did it again against the Jets. Allows the Jets to go down that field and score, and the Colts lost the game. So if you really look at this, the stats, the rings, doesn't show that maybe Peyton Manning is the better quarterback than Tom Brady? I think so.
You think so? So
Yeah,
who are you going with now? Just
I'm going with Peyton Manning.
hey-o.
He's more harder to prepare than Tom Brady.
Okay.
Okay. So we'll still look at the stats a little bit more. Okay.
Okay.
Brady went to two different teams, right?
Right.
Same system, right? They put a system that kind of Belichick put in place for Tom Brady.
Okay.
Same thing with Peyton Manning, right? Two different franchises,
Yeah.
two different systems.
Okay.
So we're saying now you need a system that fit Tom Brady, and any system you put Peyton Manning in, he succeeds.
Let me tell you something, because I feel like we're barking up the same tree here. And
Okay.
in my opinion, without any statistical facts proving it, which I'm sure you may have, I, for one, just talk out of my butt.
I got tons of it.
Peyton Manning, this once again, I might get things thrown at me. In my mind, is a more intelligent quarterback than Tom Brady. So, football knowledge wise, I feel like he is a smarter quarterback than Brady. Whether or not they have the right players. Now, the one thing that does go for Brady, and it's not even skill set, is he is very smart in the sense that he won't take all the budget because he wants people to throw to, people to play with, a defense. So that I do have to give to Tom Brady. And, people say he's pretty. Who am I to judge? I don't know. Yeah, John. Yeah. You're pretty too. Don't worry about it. It's cool.
Thank you.
But overall, intelligence-wise, I still have to give it to Manning. I think he's a smarter player. Not to say that Tom isn't, but I enjoy,
Well,
now.
We're not saying that Tom Brady. Guys, we're not saying Tom Brady's not a horrible quarterback. He's not.
He's not, absolutely.
But I think the year that they lost to the Seahawks or Manning lost to the Seahawks in the Super Bowl, I don't think he should have played. I think he is still messed up. Lucky they rebounded the following year and went back to the Super Bowl. But I think his shoulder was all kind of messed up a little bit. His throw was it's not the Peyton Manning we used to seeing.
Whether or not he won or lost, Brady, if you're counting rings, Brady still has more Super Bowl rings. End of story. It doesn't matter if he got the third, if he even got a fourth, Tom Brady still has more Super Bowl rings. So
Can I just put the elephant in the room?
You're gonna hold on. We're not gonna announce. So that you're saying the elephant's not there. We're gonna put him in the room. God, if I only had an elephant ready to go for you. Go ahead.
So, didn't Tom Brady fumble in that against the Raiders and kind of screwed the Raiders?
Yeah.
So Tom Brady can go to his first Super Bowl.
Listen,
I'm gonna the same year, the next game in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Wasn't ever investigation that they were watching the Rams practice?
When your head coach is the Dark Lord of football, there's gonna be eventually some sort of investigation, whether it be Deflategate, whether it be with the spy cams, whatever it may be. There's dirty happening on that Patriots team always.
But but
Okay.
well, let's look at this more.
Okay.
So, so what's the tuck rule? Because of
This is Tom
Tom
Brady.
Brady.
Tom Brady doesn't want to be hit ever, and he's gonna whine about it. He's gonna cry about it.
Exactly.
And the more Super Bowl rings he has, they're
Exactly.
gonna give him the rules. Absolutely.
You're just proving my point even more. Peyton Manning's a better quarterback.
Yeah. Also, there's a tuck rule because Tom Brady is prettier than Manning. So
Yeah,
there's that.
I agree. I agree.
What should really worry you though is that I've mentioned how pretty he was at least 3 times on this podcast, and we're not even halfway through. So that's cool.
All right, let's go to topic number 2.
All right.
Who is the winner of the Baker Mayfield trade?
I got a very quick answer. If you'd like.
You got a quick answer? I'll get the long answer. So I'll let you go first.
Scott Fisher is the winner of the trade, the GM of the Panthers, because he gave up practically nothing and convinced the Browns to even take some of the money, or they didn't take the full 25 million. So I think he wins. Absolutely. But go ahead. Give me your answer.
You better go for a ride, Steven.
Man, you already sent me on one roller coaster and my head's still spinning, but yes. Yeah.
So the winner of this trade is going to go to the Panthers.
Yes.
I'm going to take you on some bumpy rides right now, okay?
All right, man. Today's all about roller coasters. I get it. Cool.
Yes, I love it. Carolina allowed 52 sacks last year.
Okay.
That's not good, right?
Right.
Browns, 49.
Okay, pretty close.
Rushing yards, the Panthers, 20th. The Browns, 4th. Oh, it's gonna heat up just right now, Steven.
Right.
The best wide receiver for a Carolina Panther, DJ Moore, last year, 93 catches, 1,157 yards with 4 touchdowns. Browns, Jarvis Landry, 52 catches, 570 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Okay.
So you see what I'm getting at right now?
Yeah.
Sam Darnold, 9 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. Baker Mayfield, 17 touchdowns, 13 interceptions, and missing a few games. And playing hurt.
Okay.
So Baker Mayfield had more touchdowns than the Carolina threw last year. Carolina was 14 touchdowns, Baker 17. So it's starting to be an upgrade for the Carolina Panthers, right?
Yeah, sounds like it.
So what I'm saying, that Brown had a better rushing attack, but no weapons to throw to. So it's leaning towards the Panthers having a better trade, and like you said, they gave up very little, a 5th round pick.
They gave up nothing, bro, and they didn't even share the full cost of Baker's contract. So they didn't even have to pay the full contract. They only gave up a 5th round pick for a potential starter. Yeah, the GM's a boss. I'll say that. He's a baller. Like he came out on the plus side.
And then even more of the Browns screwing herself in the foot. Oh, I can't say that word, so I'm gonna say foot.
Screw the pooch.
We don't know Washington's going to play next year or this year. My bad, this year.
Yeah,
Don't know.
we don't know at all.
It could be a 6-game suspension. It could be 8. It could be the full year.
Whole season,
We still don't know
and they're
if
out
Watson's going to play.
all that, the money, the trade
And that,
packages, everything.
who is going to be the Browns starting quarterback soon?
John, I feel like you should enlighten everyone right now. I feel like that's, if you know,
Probably
you should tell us.
Brissett, or however you say his name.
Right. I couldn't.
He's just a backup quarterback.
Right.
Playing as a starting quarterback. It's kind of sad.
Right. They well, I think we talked about this when this trade was happening. It feels like years ago, but it was only like a couple months ago. This was a gamble. They took a gamble, and in hopes that things would work out, pay off, that they get this, money quarterback, and it has blown up in their face, man. It absolutely has blown up in their face. And they're not prepared for it. I'm sure they have backup plans now, and hopefully they're set to go, but I don't see Watson playing. So
Browns better have a plan coming week 1. Because you know who the Browns are facing week 1?
who are they facing?
Carolina Panthers.
Man. What a revenge game, dude. What a revenge game. Yeah.
I cannot wait for that. I think I might have some beer ready, some popcorn, some chips. Yep. I'm not leaving that seat. If I had to piss my pants to finish this game, I'm going to do that.
Right. Well, this, so like with Baker officially being traded, right? That leaves one guy standing that no one knows what the hell is going to happen to. And that leads us into our next subject. Baker, real quick, it's going to come in that game seeking all kinds of revenge. Whether or not it's going to play out well for him, I don't know. But I know mentally he's going to come in for blood. So, like, it'll be a very exciting game.
Oh, yeah. I think it's going to be a blowout. Panther with a win.
Well, especially if Watson's not playing, so which most likely he won't be. So.
He won't be in one. So let's hop into topic number 3. How Jimmy G saga going to end?
Which is what I was alluding to. Yes, absolutely. I don't know what I'll let you jump in first. Go for it.
So, my opinion, he's going to be the starter of week 1. But I'm kind of wishing for him to be released. You know why? I'm a 49er fan. I'm a diehard 49er fan. But sometimes karma hits. Who needs a quarterback right now besides
say the Seahawks?
Besides the Browns, the Seahawks.
And they want him. They do.
They want him bad. They want him bad. If I'm kind of hoping that the 49ers release Jimmy G so he can pick up at the Seahawks and show us why this is a mistake.
So the 49ers right now, they are now like desperately rushing this man to some sort of trade because a day before week 1 starts, they're gonna have to cut him. Like, they're gonna have to. I don't see any other way if they can't find a suitable trade partner.
Right.
There's not a lot of wiggle room now for them. They have put themselves in quite a corner. Now they're going to tell you we're good. We got it. We're fine. We're good. Because that's what they do. They say they're good. They say they're fine. It's classic, public relations, I suppose.
Yeah.
But with Baker going, he's there's not a whole lot of spots he's gonna land. And like we just said, excuse me, the Seahawks want him and they want the Niners to release him. Like desperately want to, because I don't think the Niners are gonna trade to the Seahawks. It's not gonna happen.
No.
But the same time, if if they're gonna choose to release him, they might as well try to get something for him. So if they know he's gonna go to the Seahawks, why not try to get something out of the Seahawks for him? That's just me. I don't know, but obviously they're still the Browns. Still maybe a landing spot if they can find a way to wiggle that in, but I don't see that working because I don't know what the hell the Browns have left to trade with. They really have nothing.
They don't. So they can't trade for. They really can't unless they are desperate and trade Myles Garrett to the 49ers. If that happens, no, Myles Garrett.
Oh, I'm sorry.
To the Niners for Jimmy G. That might just spark him. It's like, okay, we have two great pass rushers now.
Well, dude, the 49ers pass rushers, I think they're going to be a pretty dominant up front line besides just having Bosa. They got a squad ready to go.
But
but you add that fool in there?
Mm-hmm.
That's scary, man.
But I do have a breaking news.
Okay.
We haven't done a breaking news in a while.
But no, that's a wrong show. That's the wrong show. I shouldn't do that one. What is it?
Damian Lillard just signed a 2-year extension for $122 million with the Trailblazers.
Wow.
That's just
what was that number? What was that number one more time? Sorry.
$122 million.
Damn.
To keep him for 2 more years.
Dang. So just over $60 million a year. That's some big money right there. Some big money.
Moolah for Trailblazers. This gave it to Damian Lillard.
Oh man.
Are you ready to hop in topic number 4?
Oh, Cuatro. I got you. You got to say it in Spanish, John, or else I don't know.
Sorry, my Spanish ain't that great.
I'm done being offensive. I apologize. That wasn't good. Continue. Yes, let's go to topic 4.
Who can get Kevin Durant?
This whole thing in general is just wonky, but the number one pick, I think, is probably too obvious or on the nose, but the Suns, I think, are going to try to get him. I think probably the best landing spot for him. I think they've been trying to get him for years, and this might be the best opportunity to get him. There's a handful of other choices, like the Heat or the Raptors, but I feel like the Suns are probably number one on that list.
So, he's not going to Warriors. I'm sorry for the Warrior fan. I'm sorry for Kevin Durant.
Yeah,
I know you want to go to Warriors, but I feel like Kevin Durant is a groupie.
He's like a what? I'm sorry.
He's a groupie.
Oh, groupie. For a second, I thought you said he's like a rookie. I'm like, did you say Kevin Durant's a rookie?
No.
Okay.
He's a groupie.
Okay.
He were a team that's good. or say the Warriors do good, it's like, oh, I want
That's
to
where I
join
want
the
to be.
team again. This is where I want to be. Warriors are done with you, Kevin Durant. I'm sorry. You said that you weren't happy there, even though you were winning this championship. You took your butt to Brooklyn
Mhm.
with Kyrie, couldn't do nothing.
I mean,
Yeah, you took it in the playoffs. Cool.
right,
But you got swept. But you got swept last year.
right.
Swept. Didn't win a game.
No, not a goose egg.
So you go, he's like, man, this time it's getting tough again. I need to go back to the Warriors. Save me, save me. But
That's exactly. Call mommy. Call daddy.
pretty much, the Warriors is Kevin Durant daddy. Um, but he is staying. I think he's staying with the Nets.
You think he's staying? Okay, okay. And why is that?
So will you get rid of Devin Booker that still has plenty years left in him
Mhm.
to a Kevin Durant that's fading away?
Yeah, I mean he's got some.
He
He's
only
got some
has
miles.
he only has maybe like 4 years left in him. So are you willing to
Surprised
get
with
rid
that.
of Devin Booker? Willing to get rid of Devin Booker for a player that can last 4 years and not he might after a year it's like I'm not happy here. Get me out of here.
Yeah,
Just saying.
yeah. No, I mean, I think he kind of sees the end coming, and he's trying to. I think he's desperate. I think that's what it is. I think that's the word I'm looking for. He's desperate, and um, basically he asked for something and now cannot deal with the consequences of what he asked for. And so, of
So the reason why I think he wants to go to Warriors, try to win a championship,
course,
but they have more rings than LeBron, so you can say he's better than LeBron.
yeah.
Not going to happen. He's not better than LeBron. He's
No,
not.
no, dude's got
Um,
skill, absolutely, but he's not. I mean, he's not LeBron. I'm not. Yeah,
no.
no, yeah.
So this is a lead to topic number 5.
Yeah.
Brooklyn is a hot mess right now.
Yeah, it is. It is crapping
Durant wants to
everywhere,
leave.
man.
It looks like Kyrie might want to leave. He doesn't know what he want to leave, so he doesn't know what he wants to do.
Mm-hmm.
So that's up to Brooklyn if he want him to go.
Yeah.
Who could get Kyrie Irving?
Well, let me tell you the betting odds that I've seen. You can tell me. But the implied chance right now is Lakers, Mavericks, Nets. Those are the that I've seen top 3 teams. Lakers being plus 200, Mavericks being plus 350, and Nets being plus 500. I feel like the Lakers always have the cash flow, and they might be able to get this prima donna. That's what I'm calling him. He's a prima donna. He's got skill to pay the bills, but it's also still kind of a prima donna. And so I feel like he'd fit in well with the Lakers. So
So he will fit in with the Lakers, right?
yes.
Kyrie and LeBron together have won championship together.
Mm-hmm.
So you would have to get rid of Westbrook, and that's fine because he had a horrible year. It might be the time that it shows that he's
Yeah,
declining.
he's shown his age for sure.
So I think he's also staying with the Nets as well.
Yeah.
Kyrie and Durant, you better learn how to make it work because I think you both are staying.
They're gonna get
And
stuck.
with Ben Simmons.
Yeah.
So I see both staying. They're if anybody is leaving, it'd be Kyrie.
Right.
to the Lakers, and then you're back with your old teammate in OKC with Westbrook.
I
Actually,
mean, I guess we'll see, but I would say money's on the Lakers too. That's
I kind of want to see that happen. So Durant won't make the playoffs.
I guess we'll see. I mean, when we still have a handful of months of you know open season for for this, so we'll see. But yeah, I mean,
Exactly.
it's just getting started, and we'll see where it takes us. So
Yes. Hey guys, if you like, subscribe,
yep,
show some love.
mostly with me. Love me. It's not that guy. Don't worry about that guy. All right, guys. We'll see you next time. Like, subscribe, share, and we'll talk with you next time.
Peace.
Peace.